with head coach Ray Edwards. Coach, following practice here today, first of all, just talk about how proud you are of the group for finishing the week strong, coming up with a big victory against Peoria on Sunday.
Well, it was a challenge for us. That was what we talked about before the game, that we had a real good week, and were we satisfied with 3 wins, or did we want to finish the week the right way? And so that was nice to see that they met that challenge and played a very good team in Peoria, and were able to gut out a nice hard-fought win.
You've been battling some injuries here in the early part of the season. We've seen the depth of this team already come in and fill the roles and fill the void, so you must be happy with the depth that you've assembled here so far in the early part of the year.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of the main things we focused on in the summertime, was trying to make sure that we had people to fill in when guys go down. I mean, we've been through that every year here. We've lost people to either call-up or injury, and you've got to be able to continue to maintain the way you're playing and continue to get points. And so far, so good, and we've got a long way to go, but it's a nice start.
This club started last year very similar, very strong. Actually, the same record, 6-2-1 through the first 9 games. Do you see a difference, though, between this year's start and last year's start, though?
Well, the biggest thing for me is the way we're defending right now. I mean, I think our last 5 games, we've only given up 6 goals or something like that, and that's the difference. I think last year at this time, defensively, I didn't think we were playing near as good as we should have been, and I think we understand that we can score goals, but the only way we're going to create offense is by defending first. And our goaltender's been real good here, and that's sort of driven this little streak we're on. Just
talking about the goaltender, talk about Al Montoya's last 2 performances and how well he's bounced back after his opening game.
Yeah, I mean, I think we expected that from Al. He expected it from himself. He worked real hard in practice the week prior to the Oak City game, and was real sharp. We had a nice conversation about the situation, and he was ready to go. And 2 real solid performances from him, and obviously Matt has been real good. So, hopefully we can keep them both playing well, and if we're doing that, we'll be winning some games.
You talked about using the last Peoria game as a learning experience and a benchmark, and when you compare the two, you could obviously see a world of difference in the 2 different games, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, just from a chances perspective, I think we gave up 13 on the first night, and I think it was 8 last night, so that was huge. Our power play clicked, and our penalty killing was excellent again, and special teams always plays a big part of it. But both teams are sort of tired and they're going through a lot of travel and games, and I just like the way our guys, number one, came out to start the game, and then I thought we finished the game the way we'd like to do.
What's the challenge for you and the rest of the coaching staff to keep the momentum going and keep the focus together when you have 4 days off in between games?
Well, they had a day off yesterday, which was well earned, and today was just sort of a flush day, get the legs going, get our hands and feet going together with our minds, and then tomorrow we'll break down sort of the structure of our team, and then Thursday will be a special teams day, and hopefully we'll be ready to go Friday. And the thing about this week is we only have the 1 game, and so we're really focusing on Houston. We'll break them down and just focus on having a really good 60 minutes against them Friday night.